At first, I was lost.
I wanted to build something useful, something that was cool.
And then, it hit me. Card counting is an incredibly complex formula, only able to be used by the smartest and most ballsiest of people.
Just kidding. But Google said it might not be as difficult as we think.
In fact, there are only really two main components to it: understanding basic strategy, which is knowing your best possible move based off of your hand and the one card that the dealer shows. The second component is the high-low system. To keep this video short as possible, I'll try and explain it in its simplest terms. Essentially, all cards are given a value: +1, -1, or 0. After adding all the visible cards in play, you will get what's called the count. If the count is negative, you have a better chance of winning that hand. The lower it gets, the better chance you have, and vice versa. My idea? Build a machine that keeps track of the running count.
So I had rough plans made, but there was one problem. I don't know anything about coding or electronics.
So, I went to Cooper Broskell, or real-life Young Sheldon, who whipped me up a design and some code in about an hour. Okay, so just pretend that this LED is a buzzer. So, as you can see, each button and the buzzer is connected to ground, and they're all also connected to their own individual pins. So the code has been written so that each individual pin triggers a response. The button on pin 6 will add one, the button on pin 9 will subtract one, the button on pin 12 will reset, and the button on pin 3 will check. So what that means is that if the count is +3, you'll press the +1 3 times, and then press the check, and you should have 3 buzzes. If it's -3, you'll press the -1 button 3 times, and then press check. And since it's negative, we'll do like 1 long buzz, and then 3, just to show that it is negative, not positive.
I got all the stuff, but there were problems when I tried to make it.
The design was kind of complex, and I kept making bad connections. So I borrowed my dad's breadboard and the wires that came with it, and it made it a lot easier. Now that I had a working prototype, all I needed was a case to keep it in.
So I visited Mr. Hamilton's class, where Sasha Lyle, a talented and kind young man, helped me 3D print a thing.
The case was complete, and after a couple days of work, I had a working prototype. Let's say the running count is +3. I add 3 to it, and then I can use the check button. And let's say the running count goes down by 3. It's at 0. And then let's say it goes down by another 3. So it's at -3. And then if the cards get shuffled, I'll press the reset button, and it should be back to 0. Overall, I'm very happy with my project, and I think that it comes with a lot of advantages. For one, you can win a lot of money if you actually memorize basic strategy. You can also get back at an industry that already takes advantage of millions of people per year. That is, if you're stealthy enough. And it also has other purposes. Let's say you want to keep track of how many people are in a certain space, and there are constantly people leaving and entering. You could use it for that. Despite the advantages, there are definitely some disadvantages that I can't deny. For one, it's illegal. It's also kind of immoral, especially if you're using it against friends or family. And honestly, it's probably easier to just learn how to count cards by yourself than it is to make a machine for it.